Morning all, quick HIIT exercise in a bit of early spring sunshine here in Ramsgate on the south coast. Um, we're going to do 15 different exercises. You're going to work for 30 seconds on each exercise with a 10-second break between each exercise. So 15 exercises, 30 seconds each, 10-second break. I've just got one of these little gym bosses. I had one years ago. They're quite good. And it's quite good. They're not touchscreen actually, because when you're exercising, sometimes you can brush stuff by accident. The buttons on this are quite, you've got to give them a good old press to get it going. So, quite pleased to get one of these old bad boys again. Nice loud beeps. The whole exercise set in total is 10 minutes to do all 15 exercises with the breaks in between. Try and do the exercises as correctly as possible, but obviously with a bit of haste to them and a bit of speed. In the break in between, and there'll be a 10-second break at the start, I'll give a quick explanation of what they are. If I start and you want to have a quick look, just pause it, watch what I do, get back on your exercise or watch the whole thing through once, and then you get an idea about what they all are. There's nothing too complicated. The only thing you'll need is probably an exercise mat and a couple of, I've got a little dip station there, but you could do that on a chair or a table or a wall or anything at all, just to get your angle for those dips. Everything else, like I said, is all body weight and as you go. So I'm pretty warm. I've already done this a couple of times this morning. So I'm going to press start on this. I'm going to leave it right next to the doodle. You can join me as I go, well, like I said, or just watch it all the way through. So the first exercise here is air squats. I've got a 10-second countdown onto air squats. Air squats, a little bit of comedy value for that. So in this position here, all we're going to do is push your hands to the front, back, forwards, back, forwards, back, forwards, back. Okay, nice and quick, nice and quick. Okay, okay. Hold the door shut, grab the toilet paper. Yeah, if you think French toilet, squat nice and low. Okay, keep it going, keep it going. Nice and quick. You start these exercises and you think 30 seconds, that's no time at all. And you get about halfway through and suddenly realise, little break there, it's gone beep. Okay, heel taps, heel tap, sit up. So you're going to sit up, push your lower back in, tap your heels, like so. Quite good to have this on something that's a little bit slidey. If you've got a really grippy mat, the mat will catch on you and stuff as you slide your back across. Keep your shoulder blades up as much as you can to get right down to your heels there. Okay, next exercise is press up position, shoulder taps. You're just going to hold yourself in the press up position and just going to touch your shoulders. Here we go, begin. So there's a couple of ways you can make this a little bit harder. You can go on one foot, bring a foot underneath, just to add a bit of weight to your core there. Alternate the foot if you can balance on it, or put your hands really close together and your feet close together, so make your base really narrow. Okay, and thereby making you have to balance that a little bit harder. Finding it difficult, widen your hands, widen your feet, just to give yourself a bit more balance there. Still working the core, and rest. Next exercise, jump squats. Jump squats is all about the landing. Yeah, when you land, you keep travelling down. Eccentric work through the quads. Little jump start, nice and low. The exercise doesn't have to be super quick. You can jump higher to make it work a bit harder. On the way down, adding a bit of kinetic energy. You've got to decelerate yourself there with your legs. Okay, glutes, bit of core work as well. Balancing yourself. Good idea to look straight ahead, not at your feet. Okay, keep the whole thing nice and balanced. Next exercise is standing knee raise. Fingertips on temples. Lift your knee to your elbow. Like so. Here we go, we're beginning. Bit of hip flexor in here, bit of proprioception. Yeah, make yourself balance. Try and stay on tiptoes if you want. Make yourself work that a little bit harder. Try not to lean down to it. And you bosh yourself on the side of the head anyway. Okay, we've got dips coming up. Got the DIY dip station. Love a bit of basic carpentry. Okay, dips, you've got to make sure your elbows go over 90 degrees. I've got this so my bum just touches the mat as I get down there. If you're finding this too hard, bring your feet closer in, but keep that work at the elbows. That flexion of the elbows is really important. Too easy, legs straight, even easier. Get one of your kids or your missus to push down your shoulders, or your boyfriend, push down your shoulders, or a little rubber band around your waist. Okay, nice, good, hard work there. Next exercise is jumping jacks. Arms going out to the side. Here we go. One thing I will say is that lots of people do these exercises and they've got different names for them. I call these jumping jacks. Some people call them star jumps. Either way, it doesn't matter as long as you're doing something. Exercise is always good. Nearly there. Nearly there. Okay, and rest. Go on bicycle kicks. Supine bike kicks. So lie flat on your back. Push your lower back into the mat. Imagine you're on a bicycle. Okay. Try and keep your feet quite low. Adds work to your core. Bit of extra work for you. Put your hands up about 45 degrees behind your head. This makes you work that bit harder. Okay. Sit up slightly or twist the elbows in. Obviously it slows you down a bit, but you get a bit of rotational twist at the core as well. And rest. Last or next exercise I should say, boxing on the spot. So just punching forwards. You'll notice the exercises all go legs, sort of core, arms. Just good to give yourself a little rest between the exercises. As you're doing this, you can throw in a couple of mixes. Okay, move on the spot lightly. Okay, up the pace a bit. Okay, just change it up as you see fit. Next one, simple, really simple. Jog on the spot with high knees. So, moving, 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 here we go. Really important, get the knees nice and high on this one. I like to use my arms as well. Some people as a target, put their hands out. Okay, entirely up to you. Again, starting to get knackered. Keep the tempo high, just don't bring your knees as high. Recovered, get your breath back. Yeah, high knees again. Flutter kick, so imagine doing backstroke in the water. And we're just flexing from the hips. Couple of things with this one. If you bend your knees, that's not really it. Try and keep your legs locked out. Work from the hips, not massive movements. They're scissor kicks, just like that, little movements there. Again, try and push your lower back into the mat. If you want, bring your hands up. That just gives you a little extra work as well. Okay, keep it going there. Get tired again, bring your hands back, and we're finished. Next exercise, wide arm push-ups. Hands nice and wide, chest as low as you can manage, and back up. Bit of pressure on this one, all one take, with a dog running around the garden. Kids get a bit of breakfast. Good thing is, 10-minute exercise, can squeeze this in, as long as you're nice and warm to start with. Okay, struggling, drop to your knees, struggling even more than that, hands on a table, on a bench, just to push your body up. Okay, 3 exercises to go. Jumping jacks with a hand push. So pushing out to the front as our legs go out. Nearly there. Nearly there. And rest. Next exercise, V-sit hold with leg kicks. So this position here, balance on your bottom, hands in here, kick a leg. As much as you can, try and keep your knees level. Imagine there's a pole going through the middle of your knees, hold them steady there. If you want to work a little bit harder, both knees together, or both legs together I should say. Okay, last exercise. Save the best to last, as we always say. We've got burpees, lots of variations. Stand straight, hands down, feet out, feet in, jump. Try and get as low as you can before you bring your legs out the back. And bring your knees up to your elbows before you jump. Basic. Bit of advance. And we are done. So, 15 exercises, 30 seconds each, 10-second gap in between each one. That's 10 minutes of exercise, smashed out and sorted. I would say, if you want to increase the tempo, you can make the exercise time longer, make the rest time shorter, or you could do something like do 30 overall reps, sets of exercises. So what we'd say there is that you're going to do, say, 2 sets of air squats, then move to the next exercise, 2 sets of whatever, move on, 2 sets, whatever, move on, or 3 or 4. I'd say 3's pushing it, 1's a nice little good smasher, quick one, or you can just do what I've done, just repeat and repeat and repeat. Again, variations everywhere. I've got an Instagram feed somewhere with some other bits and pieces on it, so feel free to have a look at that as well. Enjoy. See you again soon. Hopefully it'll be sunny next time as well.